The Holes game is targeted at middle school students. We decided to develop the game to be used within the class. We want the learning objectives to relate to linear algebra and emotional intelligence. And we decided that having it in class gives us a structure that will allow us to move students through a story and through their learning objectives together. So this is how it's going to work. In the first 3 quests, at the beginning of each quest, students are going to be randomly put into a group of 3. Now let's just look at one of these groups. Let's look at the white, pink, and yellow group. So these 3 students will actually compete to finish the quest first. The goal is to beat the other students in your group and complete the quest as fast as possible. Once everybody has finished quest 1, then they're going to be randomly put into new groups. But once they get to quest 3, all of a sudden they're ranked. And their rank depends on their average time it took them to complete the first 3 quests. And the people that completed the quickest will be towards the top, and the ones that were the slowest will be at the bottom. And that ranking can change throughout the game, but it will always exist. The computer will always know where students are ranked at. So a student that is ranked at the very top of the class is blessed for that round. And the students at the very bottom, if there are any students in the bottom group, will be in training. This depends on the number of students in the class. So the way students are able to move up and down in the rankings is by completing the quest and basically winning that round. So let's say, for instance, in this group, the pink person wins the round. Then what's going to happen is they're going to move up to the next group, and the loser of that group will move down and replace them. If the pink person were to lose that round, then they would move down into this group, and the winner of that group is moving up. So every round, everybody gets shuffled around in the rankings. What this will do is it will give students a chance to compete against other students that are at their same level. By moving the students that are slower towards the bottom, they're competing against people at the equivalent level. And the same thing with the top. If a student at the bottom all of a sudden starts figuring stuff out and learning and really understanding the game better, then they can start moving up, and all of a sudden they're competing at a higher level because their level of ability has increased. Now let's talk about the very top and the very bottom part. The students at in the training session, if there are any extra students that don't fit in groups of 3, they will be given training that will help them learn the little tricks of the game that can get them to go faster through the game. They'll get to learn how to summon spirits, when to summon spirits, how to move the most quickly from one hole to another using the different tools in the game, and basically give them a chance to get an edge over the other students who maybe have not had the training. And so on the top end, the winner of the top group gets to move into the blessed group. What the blessed person gets to do is enter the game with the other 3 players in the top group, but they're not trying to complete the same quest. They're not trying to compete. They are there to either help out the other players or to try to slow down the other players. They're basically in a play type mode where they can just have fun in the game. The other thing that the blessed person can do is take on a role of another character in the game. So let's just say in quest 4 that the players are competing to try to kill a dragon first. Well, the blessed character could actually become the dragon so that he gets to play a different role for that round. Besides helping students by placing them in appropriate groups with other students of their same ability, we have another way to help out students. So I have 2 other types of groups here, the enlightenment group and the support group. And if there are more students in the class, they will fall in this area here. More groups just in between the enlightenment and support group. The enlightenment group will always be right underneath the top group. So the top group works in a group of 4, and the enlightenment group is right under them. The support group is always the lowest group, besides any students that are in training. And the way this is going to work is the students in the enlightenment group are doing pretty good. They finish quests pretty quickly, they stay towards the top. And the students in the support group are not doing so great, and they're taking longer to complete the missions. So in the enlightenment group, they learn that helping others is the only way they can move up into the highest groups. So they are paired with the players in the support group. So for instance, the purple person might be paired with the blue person. And the enlightenment players enter ghost mode. So they can't actually do anything in the game except for follow around the person they're paired up with and try to help them out. So it's a very mentoring relationship, and they rely on each other, because if the purple and blue group win the round, then the blue person gets to move up and the purple person gets to move up in their group. If the purple and blue group lose that round, then not only does the blue person drop into training, but the purple person also drops down. So they're very dependent on each other in completing that quest as quickly as possible. Now, there was another issue that we came up with, of course, when we thought about what happens when a player finishes first. What are they going to do while they're waiting for the other people in their group to finish, and for every other person in the entire class to finish, because they cannot start the next quest until every other student is ready and the rankings regroup everybody. So what we came up with was two options. Students can either re-enter the game, so let's say in this group that the pink person wins the round, but they're waiting on the yellow and white person to finish. So they could re-enter the game and just kind of play around and have fun, explore, or help out the other players, or try to slow down the other players, just kind of enjoy the game. The other option they have is to do math activities that will deepen their understanding of linear algebra and also give them drill and practice activities for multiplication tables and stuff like that. Now, the encouragement for them to do this is so that they can earn money, and the money can be spent on clothes that they're going to dress their character up with, jewelry, so they can change the look of their character, pets that they might want to purchase so that they'll have pets that follow them around in the game, playful abilities like dancing within the game. This also is a strategy on really getting girls to get involved into the game. It's kind of debated that girls are not typically interested in math as much as the boys are, so we want a game that will really engage girls as well, and giving them the option to dress up their characters and stuff like that and have pets are ways that we think that girls will be encouraged to play. So the ranking system we have is there to support students' learning and to make sure there's no child left behind. So because the class moves together through the story, completing the quests all at the same time, we know that we can expect every student to get a base level of learning that's accomplished within the quests. Students that get done fast or understand things quickly can get a deeper level through the drill and practice and other activities while they're waiting for other students. But the base level for all students is there. It also lets the story be created in a very, very linear fashion, and it doesn't let students experience the story any faster than other students and then leak out the information. So it's a very helpful tool in letting us create a very linear story within a game.